Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to discuss video games and game-based education. What is game? An entertaining activity or sport, especially one played by children and sometimes used an educational tool. A game is played according to rules and decided by skills, strength, or luck. What is video game? Video game is an electronic game played by means of image on video screen and often emphasizing fast action. Video games can be used for entertainment and relaxation, but they can also be used for competitions and for computer learning. Some video games are designed to help improve fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination. Video game, also known as computer game, is an electronic game that can be interacted with using an input device such as controller, keyboard, or joystick. The first video games were prototyped in the 1950s and 1960s, and by the 1970s, there was a whole industry created around video games. In 1950s, the first video games were created. A computer scientist created a simple electronic games in order to see what computers could do. In 1961 to 1962, first video game was developed and was called Space Wars.
Types of video games. Some games requires players to control a single character and complete puzzle or challenges, while others requires players to use strategy. There are 7 types of video games: puzzle games, adventure games, first-person games, strategy games, sport games, role-playing games, and racing games. Puzzle mobile games are designed to test problem-solving skills including pattern recognition, logic, word completion, or understanding a process. Adventure game, type of video game in which the participant plays a fantasy role in an episodic adventure story. First-person games, a type of video game whose gameplay involves shooting enemies and other targets and in which a player views the action as though through the eyes of the character they are controlling. Strategy games, a game in which the player's decision-making skills have a high significance in determining the outcome, such as chess, checkers, or Go. Online sports gaming means games involving the prediction of the result of a sporting event and placing a bet on the outcome, in part or in whole, of such sporting event by means of telecommunication device. Role-playing games, a game in which players take on the roles of imaginary characters who engage in adventures, typically in particular computerized fantasy setting overseen by a referee. Participates in a racing competition with any types of land, water, air, or space vehicles. They may be based on anything from real-world racing leagues to fantastical settings.
Video games are classified into the following groups: early childhood, everyone ages 6 and older, everyone ages 10 and older, mature 17. Teaching a student with video games can help to improve a children's memory at the early age. And the study showed that educational games can help preschooler learn coding, literacy, and math skills. And another study focused on character in educational games showed that creating strong bond with an in-game character can improve the child's learning. And according to research, using video games in teaching can help increase student participation, foster social and emotional learning, and motivate students to learn more. And it is a great way to improve young learners' creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving at the early age.
Game-based learning is considered an advantage in various aspects of personal development due to several reasons. First, vision improvement. Some games can improve visual acuity, reaction time, and attention span, making it a fun and engaging way to enhance visual skills. Next, brain booster. Game can challenge the brain and improve cognitive skills such as memory, problem solving, and decision making. Next is improving life skills. Games can also teach practical life skills such as time management, resource allocation, and teamwork by simulating real-life scenarios in a fun and engaging way. Next, easing anxiety and depression. Games can be a form of escapism and provide a distraction from daily stressors, potentially reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. Next is painkiller. Studies have shown that playing games can reduce the perception of pain and provide a temporary reprieve from chronic pain. In summary, game-based learning offers a unique and enjoyable way to improve various aspects of personal development from cognitive skills to mental health. While game-based learning offers several benefits, it also has some disadvantages such as addiction. Prolonged and excessive gaming can lead to addiction, affecting daily life, social relationships, and overall health. Next, social replacement. Games can replace real-life social interactions and contribute to social isolation and loneliness. The third one is obesity. Sitting and playing games for prolonged periods can lead to a sedentary lifestyle, contributing to weight gain and obesity. Next is stress. Competitive or fast-paced games can create stress and increase adrenaline levels, potentially leading to negative physical and psychological effects. Limiting academic progress. Excessive gaming can interfere with academic and professional responsibilities, potentially limiting academic progress and career advancement. In conclusion, game-based learning can offer benefits, but it is important to be mindful of its potential disadvantages and to engage in gaming in moderation.
Game-based learning is where game characteristics and principles are embedded within learning activities. Here, learning activities promote student engagement and motivation to learn. Components of game-based learning include point systems, budgets, leaderboards, discussion boards, quizzes, and classroom response systems. Basically, game-based learning is a strategy that uses the idea of playing game to reach specific learning objectives, whether they belong to knowledge, skills, or attitudes. Examples of game-based learning include card games, board games, and video games. As another example, a teacher may create that is like Wheel of Fortune to help students with spelling and vocabulary.
World Wood Goo, Journey, Minecraft, Plants vs. Zombies, those are examples of video game. But the question is, how should a student learn when video game is involved? Well, I'll tell you, game is not just a game. You also need to use your critical and creative thinking. So, the answer is
students acquire skills and knowledge by interacting with the game. They also improve their communication skills by talking to others about the game objectives. Second, they learn social skills such as teamwork, leadership, and problem solving by working together. The benefits, therefore, is game-based learning are well documented. Research has shown that students who learn with video games show improved problem-solving skills, working memory, and cognitive control. Not just that, but teachers create problem or challenge those students must complete. The students can explore various methods and approaches to solve the problem, exploring how the concept works through experimentation instead of rote memorization. And finally, game-based learning requires the learner to make choices. This teaches them how to think critically, which is important for many careers. It improves their thinking skills by making them solve problems through trial and error instead of just memorizing information like they would in regular school settings. That's all for benefits of game-based learning.
How game-based learning works in school. Game-based learning is a teaching method that uses the power of games to define and support learning outcomes. A game-based learning environment achieves this through educational games that have elements such as engagement, immediate rewards, and healthy competition. Also, that while students play, they stay motivated and learn. The great thing about game-based learning is everyone can reap its benefits, from preschool all the way to post-secondary education and beyond. Where and how doesn't matter, either students can learn with online games, in person with physical objects, and independently or as a part of a team.
How your school can implement more gaming into classroom. Experiment with different games, read about the different types of games, explore games-based learning in other schools, create an account with an online game creator like Stency. Select a game engine such as Unity. Game-based learning also encourages students to use critical thinking skills while having fun. The following list of game-based learning examples include World of Go, Plants vs. Zombie, Journey, and Minecraft.